2 games, 41 Splatfests, a tier list, and a very long video. I'm sure you see where this is going, right? If you don't, then let me explain. I have already ranked all the shifty stations from worst to best in another video. But I decided, hey, why not rank every single Splatfest theme? And I did! Well, I am going to. But anyways, tier lists. Who doesn't love a tier list? I decided to make it a tier list this time because I feel like it would be easier to jot down what I think about each Splatfest theme, and I could also have multiple favorites. But I'm also hoping I don't overwhelm a single section of the tier list, because that would suck. I don't want to get indecisive or anything. And also, when I mean every single Splatfest, I mean every single North American Splatfest, which is around 41. So that means I'm not going to be adding the exclusive ones that were in Europe and Japan. So if you're expecting those, I'm very sorry. And if I added those, the video would be even longer than it already is. So with that out of the way, let's get started with this tier list. Everyone loves a tier list, right? And one more thing, these are what the tiers will stand for. Gamers, this is it. This is our tier list. The way we're doing this, I need to blaze through these things because there's 41 topics and I do not want to take like 50 minutes talking about them. Hopefully that isn't the outcome, but the way we're doing this is I have stacked every single Splatfest theme on top of each other, so whenever I choose one and rank it, the next one will be right underneath. For example, here's Cat vs. Dogs, and up next is whatever that is. But yeah, here we go. Let's get started. Alright, so our first ever Splatfest ever since the beginning of Splatfest was Cats vs. Dog. And I gotta say, for the first ever Splatfest, this theme was pretty good. Cats vs. Dogs, they're both lovable. Everyone loves them. Well, not really. Some people are allergic to them. But at the end, we're starting off with a really good Splatfest theme. This right here, without a doubt, A tier. I gotta put it there, man. A tier, no doubt about it. Alright, so, there you go. Up next, I think that's roller coasters versus water slides? I mean, yeah, I think that's roller coaster versus water slides. Alright, cool. That's pretty neat. This is for the thrill seekers. It just really depends on what you favor. I mean, I favor both. Except roller coasters, I think those are much more intense than water slides. So, maybe, I think I'm gonna have to put this one in C tier. I'm sorry, but I had to do it to him. Oh boy. Alright. So, up next, we have ourselves our first, and not our last, but our first ever Food Splatfest. Oh boy, anyone else here loves Food Splatfest? Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan of them. But you know what? You know what I should do? Just for the sake of it, I should just only put Food Splatfest in C tier. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just to not waste time. Food Splatfest, doesn't matter what the food is, C tier. Roasting hot marshmallows or hot dogs, they're both great. But it's a Food Splatfest, so C tier. And alright, up next, we have ourselves Autobots versus Decepticons. Transformers, basically. So, this was a pretty cool Splatfest. I mean, it was something not related to Nintendo or food. It was more of a pop culture thing. But Transformers Splatfest, I don't know. Do I like Transformers? I mean, I like the first movie, and that's it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put this in D tier. I mean, I wasn't too big on Transformers. I mean, Bumblebee, I remember that's a movie, but that was a pretty good movie. But yeah, D tier sounds good for me. Anyways, up next, art versus science. See, now this is a really good Splatfest theme too. I like this theme. Really good theme. Has, you know, really good interest, but this is also another theme that you could add a third topic. Say, for example, history, or math, or literally any other topic in school. But at the same time, art versus science, it's pretty good. What are you, some talented artist or some super genius scientist? There you go. But with this Splatfest, I think I have to go with B tier. I mean, it's really good, but it's not cat and dog good, you know? But it's also not as C tier list as Food Splatfest. And alright, up next we have car versus plane. Wait, is that really it? Actually, no, it is not. I am back. I just went to go check what this Splatfest really was, and it was I would rather travel by car or I would rather travel by plane. And to me, this Splatfest feels a little bit whack. I mean, you could honestly travel by both. It just really depends how far you're going, I guess. Or if you have the money to afford a plane ticket, or if you just want to go in a very long road trip. But I mean, if I'm going to the grocery store, why would I take a plane? Yeah, I don't know about this Splatfest. It's a bit whack. Nothing. It's not too great. I mean, just take a car, man. Long road trips. I don't like it that much. I'm sorry. E tier. All right. Up next, though, we have ourselves a pretty good theme: pirates versus ninjas. This is also a really good debate whether which one's better, or what would you rather be, a pirate or a ninja? Would you be a swashbuckling pirate that does whatever they want, or a ninja that is stealthy and has discipline? And it's also a battle who would win, pirates or ninjas, even though I feel like pirates would win. I don't know. I feel like they have more firepower and are more bloodlust, but at the same time ninjas are pretty stealthy. But once again, this Splatfest, without a doubt, A tier. And would you look at that? We have ourselves another food Splatfest, burgers versus pizza. Honestly, when it comes down to this, I actually don't know which one I prefer. But yeah, I'm just going to put it like in a C tier list, because, you know, like I said, I'm only going to put food Splatfest there. But anyways, up next, we have ourselves naughty versus nice, our first seasonal Splatfest theme. But when it comes to this, see, the way I see it is if you're naughty, you get no presents. But if you're nice, you get presents. So, why would you be naughty? Just be nice. There, easy. Why would you be anything else? So, D tier, I'm sorry. Had to do it to him. Anyways, up next. Oh, ooh, wait, is this just past versus the future? No, it is. Let me go check. Okay, I checked, I'm back, and this Splatfest right here is I would rather visit the past, or I would rather visit the future. And this is a pretty good debate. What would you rather go? Would you go see the past, if it really is all in black and white, or would you go into the future to see if our world hasn't just imploded in itself because of our world leaders, and to see if the rainforest is still good? Hashtag save the rainforest. Hashtag not sponsored. But yeah, I gotta say, this is a really good theme. I am a big fan of this debate of where would you rather go. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. And oh snap, we got a classic. See, now this is a classic theme right here. Pokemon Red versus Pokemon Blue. This is a long life debate. But at the same time, this is also another theme that you could easily have a third theme, like Pokemon Green. But, you know, Pokemon Red for all the Americans out there, and basically every other country that wasn't Japan, because, you know, Japan had green version. Yeah, this was a pretty good theme. It's a classic too when it comes to games. One of the best Pokemon games. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put this up here in S tier. This is our first S tier. Pokemon Red versus Blue. Without a doubt, a top tier theme. It's a classic too. But alright, up next we have Snowman versus Sandcastle. I think this is... Wait, hold on. Let me just check if there's anything else to this. Maybe it's actually winter versus summer. I really don't know. Hold on. Let's see here. Alright, I'm back, and I just learned that this isn't winter versus summer. It actually is. I would rather build a snowman, or I would rather build a sandcastle. And to that, I have to say, if you've ever tried building both, they probably end up looking like this. Or like this. And it's fun and all, but at the same time, I prefer snowmen all the way. But, you know, this is a good theme. But, you know what? Yeah, it deserves B tier. It's a good theme. I like it. And, ooh, look at that. Up next, we have ourselves a different Splatfest. A Nickelodeon Splatfest. Even though I think Transformers was Nickelodeon. But SpongeBob is a classic with the modern age kids, and I gotta say, SpongeBob vs. Patrick, good theme, but where does it belong? I don't want to put Splatfest themes in the middle of two tiers, you know. I don't want to be indecisive, but you know what? This is another age-old question, I'd say. Who's better? Who would you be, or who would you be friends with? SpongeBob or Patrick? You know, the hard-working sponge, or the blissfully ignorant sea star? So you know what? I'm sorry, but I gotta do it. S tier, without a doubt. And oh boy, let's see, what do we have next? Up next, oh, this is Fancy Party versus Costume Party, aka a hashtag shameful plug for Miitomo. You guys remember Miitomo? Yeah, me too. But this Splatfest, I actually have to say, I mean, it's alright. It's nothing too crazy. I see it more as an advertisement for Miitomo, and I mean, you guys remember Miitomo, right? Miitomo's dead. No one's ever been on Miitomo. The servers died. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna throw this into the D tier. I'm sorry, I had to do it to him. I mean, the art is cool. I mean, look at that hot dog costume. But moving on. Up next, we have Early Bird versus Night Owl, and this just shows what kind of person you are. And I gotta say, this is a good theme. I'm mostly a night owl because I really stay up at very late hours at night, which is really bad. I really gotta fix my sleep schedule. Please help. Hashtag send help. Oh god, what am I doing? But anyways, this theme. I gotta say, this theme. Oh, sorry about that. But you know what? C tier. Why not? I'll put it in C. It's good. Well, it's good enough to be in, you know, the compromise, the middle of everything. C. And oh, okay, well, would you look at that? We are on the final Splatfest for Splatoon 1. And right here, we have the ultimate waifu war. So, Callie versus Marie. What tier is this? Well, first of all, I gotta say, this Splatfest was really hyped up. The stakes were high, everything was hyped up, and they both had their own solo songs, which was really cool. And this this theme determined the future for Splatoon. So you know what? As much as everyone probably saw it coming, I really have to put this in S tier, without a doubt. Hashtag Squid Sisters top tier. They're both great. Anyways, so we are done with Splatoon 1. These are the standings. There you go, I guess. But now we move on to Splatoon 2. And our first ever Splatfest. Yes, I'm counting this one. It was a global Splatfest, but it's a food Splatfest. And you know what I say about food? There we go. Alright. Up next, though, we have mayo versus ketchup. I know this isn't a food, it's more of a condiment, but you know what we say about food? There we go. Anyways, alright, cool. So, up next, we have ourselves superpowers, aka flight versus nope, not invincibility, but invisibility. There you go. I think I said it right. Yeah, I did. Anyways, this theme, pretty good. You know, it involves superpowers, but what I don't get is who would choose invisibility over the power of flight? I mean, yeah, you could do some pretty messed up stuff with invisibility, like rob a bank and being undetected, or maybe just rob someone and be undetected. So that leads more to the supervillain life. With flight, you could just fly wherever you want, you know, free vacations. So you know what? This Splatfest, C tier, no doubt about it. Anyways, all right. Up next, we got ourselves vampire versus werewolves, or as I like to call, what's the term for people that watch Twilight? I don't know. I'm just gonna say goth/edgy people versus furries. I don't know. D tier, I guess. Anyways, moving on, we have a pretty good theme. sci-fi versus fantasy. Now this is pretty epic. I like this theme. I like the whole, the different genres between the two of them. But at the end, it's what do you prefer? Star Wars versus Monty Python, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this is a good theme. I gotta put it in B rank though. Anyways, alright, up next we have once again another seasonal Splatfest, which is sweaters versus socks. And to this, I have to say, imagine you're out in the cold, right? You're out in the cold. It's snowing. It's not a blizzard, but it's just snowing. It's cold. What would you rather wear? A sweater that could keep you warm, your upper body, and you could even put your legs in between them if you like crouch down and make yourself up into a ball. Or would you have socks just on your feet? Yeah, exactly. Why'd you choose socks? You could have an ugly Christmas sweater to keep you warm. Why would anyone choose socks? I mean, I guess you could wear socks and then put your shoes on so no one will see them. But sweaters, they're top tier. But this Splatfest, not top tier. I gotta put it at the E rank. I'm sorry. Makes no sense. I know it's a seasonal thing, but I'm sorry. Anyways, up next we have ourselves action versus comedy. I have some very fond and amazing memories with this Splatfest. It was a very memorable Splatfest for me. A bunch of epic things happened, but at the end of the day, once again, this Splatfest, it's a pretty good theme, but it's also another theme that you could add other themes to it, like horror or historical, or just literally anything else that involves genres of movies or television shows or games or whatever. But you know what? Action versus comedy, as great as I remember you being, I'm sorry, but I have to put you once again in the compromising C tier list. And ooh, wow, okay, we're already in love versus, or money versus love. Alright, so money versus love. This Splatfest, I chose money for the meme, but it's Valentine's Day. Are you Mr. Greedy moneybags like Scrooge McDuck, or are you a big, lovable, heartful person? Come on, man. Why would you choose money? Why did I choose money? It was for the meme, I swear. But you know what they say? Money can't buy happiness, and neither can this tier list. So D. Okay, up next, chicken versus the egg. I don't know. I don't fully want to get into this. I mean, I know this is a long, age-old question, without a doubt, but it has white ink, so C tier, I guess. Actually, I can't fit anything else in the C tier. Let me fix things up a bit. There we go. I shrunk them a bit. Hopefully that gives us enough space. But anyways, up next we have ourselves sports. And who loves sports? Raise your hands. Exactly, absolutely nobody. I'm just kidding. Maybe some of you do love sports out there. But we have baseball versus soccer. But what this Splatfest should have been called is football versus football, to confuse the people out there, It could have also been a global Splatfest. That's actually a really great idea. That would have been perfect. Dang it. Why didn't Nintendo do that? Football versus football. Oh, that'd be so great. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw this down at the oh god, I didn't think about this. I just dragged I don't know, D, I guess. Anyways, up next we have ourselves the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splatfest, and I'm gonna count all three of the, wait, was there? Yeah, there was 3 of them. I'm gonna count all 3 Splatfests as one. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're once again age-old classic characters. However, when I see this picture of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't think of the classic ones. I think of these weird new present ones that I do not want to watch. And what I have to say is, why would they take away Raph's size? Now he has these weird stick things. Why would they do that? Why? Size are cool, but why would you give him Fire Emblem Three Houses training gauntlets? I think that's what they're called. He's fighting with training gauntlets. I don't like this. This Splatfest also took up 3 weeks in a row. It was pretty hefty. I think people got Splatfest fatigue because of this. But you know what? Every time I see this, I don't think of the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, E rank, I'm sorry. I had to do it to him. E is for, how could you? I don't know. Anyways. Alright, cool. We got another food-related Splatfest. However, I gotta do this. I gotta be harsh. I gotta say this. I have to put pulp versus no pulp pretty low. You know why? Some people really were harsh about this Splatfest. I remember that. But what I have to say is just drink your orange juice. It doesn't matter. Pulp is just little mini bits of orange juice, just not fully squeezed. Orange juice is orange juice. It's good for you. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. E rank. E is for, I don't know what for E rank is for. But anyways, here we go. Splatfest number whatever this is, I honestly don't know. All I know is that this Splatfest, it was pretty great. It was actually the 1-year anniversary for Splatfest, for Splatoon 2, I think. And it was also after Octo expansion, which was amazing. And it was just a really good, lively Splatfest, even though people were calling it a race war. I enjoyed it. It was really nice. I like the whole shifty stations to it. The theme was great. You know, it's just, hey, what would you rather be? Who do you prefer, the squids or the octos? Who sounds what's better, Woomy or Vimo? And I gotta say, at the end of the day, this is without a doubt S tier. Yeah, why not? I'll give it S tier. Yeah, it's pretty good. Anyways, so up next, oh man, this is what I've been waiting for. Fork versus spoon. You cannot deny what I'm about to do. S tier. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is a F tier without a doubt. I wonder what the big brains at Nintendo were thinking about while thinking up of Splatfests. So yeah, I had to do it to them. Anyways, all right. Up next, we have ourselves retro versus modern. What do you prefer, retro or modern? I don't know. I prefer both. Just live your life, I guess. C tier. There we go. Oh! Alright, there we go. I don't know what I pressed. I sort of gray keyed everything. Or grayscale, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyways. Alright, cool. Here we go. So, let me just fix this up real quick. There we go. Alright. Here we are. Our first ever special Splatfest. This was the first ever Spookoween. Ooh, it wasn't called Spookoween, it was called Splatoween. But this is just like, the way I see this Splatfest is like naughty and nice. However, when it comes to this Splatfest, the outcomes are both better than naughty or nice. Because with naughty or nice, if you're naughty, you get no presents. But if you're nice, you get presents. But with trick or treat, if you trick, you get the pleasure of tricking someone, and maybe they'll even give you candy. Or if you treat, they just give you candy. So at the end, this is a pretty good theme. It was definitely better than vampires versus werewolves, but I gotta put it right there. A tier, no doubt about it. Bada bing, bada boom. Anyways, up next, we have ourselves a salsa versus guac. And you know what I say about food, Splatfest? C tier. Alright, next Splatfest. Heroes versus villains. This was a pretty good Splatfest. I like how it also integrated another Nintendo game into the Splatfest, aka Smash Bros. The way I see this, it's almost like Autobots versus Decepticons, good versus bad, but this was the much better good versus bad. See, this is the Chad good versus bad, so without a doubt, A tier. No doubt about it. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Anyways, up next we have ourselves fam versus friends. And the way I see this Splatfest is my friends are my family, so C tier. Oh boy. Okay guys, hear me out. Hear me out. Up next is pancake versus waffles. However, I know it's a food Splatfest, and I know I said I would only put food Splatfest in C tier. except for pulp versus no pulp. That's an exception, but this is also an exception. Think about this. Breakfast foods. I'm sure you love breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and sometimes it's so good that you could have it for dinner. And tell me, would you not want to have either pancakes or waffles for for dinner? I know I would. And pancakes and waffles have also been the most debated topic ever. And don't say this Splatfest could have a third option. French toast? What's French toast? No one likes French toast. Well, maybe some people do, but pancakes versus waffles, without a doubt, one of the most historic debates in the world. No argue about it. But this Splatfest, I gotta do it. I have to do it. You know what I think about this Splatfest? No doubt about it. Pancakes versus waffle. Bam. S tier. Because, tell me, would you not want to enjoy a fluffy, delicious pancake? Or a nice, crispy, thick waffle? And what's the best part about it is that waffles have little pockets that you can put your syrup in. So, I'm sorry. Waffles versus pancakes. Top tier food Splatfest. The only good food Splatfest. Because breakfast food is the best kind of food. But okay, anyways, up next we have Knights versus Wizards. There we go. This Splatfest is pretty good. I like this Splatfest. It was the Splatfest that you could wear the entire ensemble of a knight's outfit or a wizard outfit. So it was pretty good. I really liked it. But what I gotta do though is maybe put it in the B tier. It was great, but nothing too crazy. It was nice though. I like the whole theme about it. And I mean, who would be a knight when you could be a magical wizard and do whatever you want? Anyways, up next we have ourselves an age-old classic as well. The hare versus the tortoise. Who's faster? I don't know. But you know what I think? B tier. Anyways, up next we have ourselves a really good Splatfest in my opinion. This Splatfest right here, time travel versus teleportation, is a combination of two Splatfests. And to that I say it's a combination between the past versus the future Splatfest and the superpowers flight versus invisibility Splatfest. And I gotta say, this is also a really good Splatfest because it combines both of those aspects very well. Just like with time travel, you could go to the past or the future, or with teleportation, it's a superpower and you can teleport to wherever you want. So to this one, I gotta say, no doubt about it, A tier. Let's go. But alright, up next we have ourselves Narwhal, or unicorns versus narwhals. This was a pretty good Splatfest. I like the art. It's very colorful. I can't speak. I like this Splatfest. Narwhal. I keep on saying narwhal. Unicorn versus narwhal. Pretty good. It's very colorful. It's very nice. But B tier. Had to do it to him. Alright, so up next we have ourselves Chaos versus Order. This is the final Splatfest. And this theme, I enjoyed it. I really did. It was a really good Splatfest. The Shifty Station was amazing, but we're not talking about Shifty Stations. We're talking about the theme. But this Splatfest, I think I have to say, I don't know. I'm debating whether to put it in S or A, because I just realized I have quite a bit of themes in S tier. But you know what? This is my tier list, and hey, it never hurt to have many favorite Splatfests. But you know what? I'll put it in S tier. There you go. Yeah, this Splatfest, it was really hyped up. It was really nice. I enjoyed it a bunch. Everyone enjoyed it a bunch. It was the final one. But yeah, there you go. All right, and there you go. There it is. The final Splatfest tier list. Well, my Splatfest tier list. I never really realized how crowded S tier would be, but you know, these are pretty great. If I were to move a few S tiers, the way I would do it is I would probably move Pokemon to A tier and SpongeBob versus Patrick to B tier. And there you go, these would be the S tier. But I think I'm gonna have to leave it like you know, Maybe like this, I don't know. I just got really hyped about the whole SpongeBob vs. Patrick thing in Pokemon because they're both classics. But maybe this is the final tier list, just to not have S tier crowded up. I have, yeah, I guess this is it. I don't know. I feel like S tier was a little bit too crowded, so I had to fix that. Maybe this will be my final list. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. But yeah, there you go. A little few indecisive moves there, I guess you could say. But this is it. This is what I think of every single Splatfest. But yeah, there you go. This is my tier list. Tell me what you guys think. What do you agree with me? Do you disagree? I know I had to move a few things out of S tier just to have it less crowded, because I don't know, it just feels right like this. But yeah, there you go. This is the final tier list, I guess you could say. But what about you? Tell me what you think. Once again, down in the comments, tell me, do you agree with this tier list? Are most things in the right order, list, whatever you want to call it? And yeah, if you guys want, make yourselves your own tier list. If you want, you could send it to me at Twitter, at TrinityRBG. Make sure to follow us there too. And also, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, join our Discord. We always send out a notification before anything new comes out. And yeah, just like that, thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, thank you once again. And I'll see you guys in the next video, alright? Have yourselves a good one, and I'll see you all later, alright? Goodbye, everyone.